Okay. I think we're on. I think we're on. Hello? Yeah, that's on. Good. So, where are we at? Hope everyone's having a good day. I am on Bag C. So we've got the chassis started and the transmission, rear end, and the rear shock. We are up to the front shock, and that is in Bag B, or Bag C. Bag C. Bag C. Bag C. This is taking a while. I probably should have my knife. There we go. You know, there's more staples on these bags than I've used in a year in the office. It's not a dig on staples, but it seems like a waste. Okay, so we'll hold on to those. Those are rod ends. This opened. Go. Okay. Sweet. Parts. One shock. So now I am taking the rods. These are the parts. Another staple, just to annoy me. Oh, there's a left and a right. There it is. I don't know why there's so many of those, but there are plenty of them. Interesting piston. So, fun fact, someone stole my garbage can today. That's annoying. And call the sanitation department, drop off a new one, and they're like, "What's your address?" And all of a sudden you're like stumped. Like, it's been one of those days. So I hope everyone's having a good day. There's one. Oh, you won't let me. Whoops. as you get older, light is helpful. I noticed that was in the camera last time, so I'll turn that away. So as you're watching this, this is Thursday, April 9th. Remember, I started on a Tuesday, which was the 7th. So 2 days in, I'm just rolling through one bag per night, per evening. These are not all the same. There we go. Whoopsie. Sweet. That actually didn't take very long. So, 2 pistons done. Almost. Now I need one of these. One of these. This feels thicker than that one. Oil. I'm supposed to oil these up, but I've got oil left over from the shock tubing, and it's leaked into this little container. So I'm just using that because it's an easier source. These caps. Sweet. This one. Then this goes like that. Lost my blue rag. Oh, also need this. Grub screw. Whoopsie. Almost undid the whole thing in one shot. Cool, that's done. Here's the first one. Now the second. We go with one of these. That's not cool. Well, that's going to be a freaking challenge. Okay, I'm going to pause while I go find. Okay, took me about 3 seconds to find that. By 3, I mean like 35, but got found. And then the camera decided to do a backup, so that took another minute. So not much has happened. Didn't miss anything. The only thing I did was move forward on this part and clean the grub screw and put it in. Oops, still missed. It's locked down. Let's try that. There. It's done. Clean that up. Both pistons are done. Now, shock body. And it's funny, these aluminum shock bodies feel a lot nicer than I remember as a kid, but as a kid I don't think you were that impressed with like stuff. You kind of just But having built as many, or having touched as many, be careful what you say next, as many RC cars, and finish qualities have definitely gotten better over the years. Now, I do have a quick unboxing, so we'll do that. And then I will tell you about what I placed on order. So, Associated, Associated has a 2-for-1 on Hoonigans right now. So, I think there's, if you're a member of their $19 club, you can order a Hoonigan truck, which is a 110, and then get a free 1/12 scale one sold as a kit, and I think the 112 is ready to run. The other option is the Hoonigan car, which is the 1960s-ish Mustang, which is awesome. And that in the 110 kit, and I believe it's a 112 RTR. He wants me to grab those with pliers. I don't really want to do that and ruin this. Does this wrench not work? This wrench would work, except for pistons in the way. Let me try that again. So this way it pops out the gas. There we go. There we go. It's bled. Tissue paper. Like the way it says use tissue paper. How would they feel about me using a towel? Towel! So let me grab a pair of pliers that will not mar. But as I was saying, the Hoonigan kits that are available right now are, there's also the 1/7 scale at I think a fixed price of like $329, and then you can get the Hoonigan truck and the Hoonigan car as a buy one get one. And then a buy one get one, they're both kits, which obviously appeal to me, so I went ahead and ordered those. Now I ordered them on Saturday, and today is Thursday, and Associated, as awesome as they are, sorry for anyone who's a big Associated fan, they are not prompt with sending anything, right? Like, when they do get a hold of you, customer service, they're super awesome, but their idea of placing priorities is minimal. And the fact that I'm building this on this kit on about the same time they've got the ultimate Buggy Champ on pre-order. Okay, well, I had to change cameras. The other one decided to take a, what did it decide to do? It decided to do a firmware update and backup, and was giving me hard drive issues. Hard drive, scan disk issue. It said contact customer service. Not looking forward to that. So, what'd you miss? I assembled the right side. Had the left side done. I got this done, and when I say done, I mean got a little bit done. Still got to put the shocks on, so we'll do shocks next. These are per side, and I'm looking for the hardware that these go with. So it looks like it needs one of these, and it needs a 3x12. Is that 12? That is a 3x12. Cool. So this goes that. This. And I need a 2mm. That's my 2.5. Where's my 2? Oh, 2's right here. Hello. Nope, needs a 2.5. Cool. Here. So here we go. So the shock is going on together. That's one. And here's the other. So it sounds like the air conditioner just kicked in. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but the ticking, not my water heater, but it's the sound of the air being sucked out one of the light holes in the ceiling, as it sucks the air out of this room. There we go. Okay, and now we connect all three of these across the front. Holy crap, there's a lot of hardware in this one. This one's going to be interesting. Okay. Okay, so we dabble that. I like the way it lubricates. It wants to lubricate the penetrations. Insert adult humor joke here. Oops. 1, 2, 3. That's not good. I hear a garbage can rolling around outside. I wonder if my neighbor realized that they took my garbage can. I'll take a look in a minute. Okay. Then now what? Now I'm going to do moss. Let's pay attention to what I'm doing. Got all excited about a garbage can. There we go. Okay. What does it want? 3x12. Two 3mm. 1, 2. Is that really going to prevent that from... That doesn't seem like it will. But I'll take its word for it. So, questioning whether or not the assembly of this will work. I mean, it's Tamiya, right? So I know it's engineered. But it looks like the only thing that's preventing this screw from going through is the spacer that I put in there, but it's still on top of a rubber grommet. Oops, that's too much. I'll wipe that down. So we'll see. Okay. Supposed to use which hardware? This hardware? Two by 6. Ugh. It's a 2x6 and it's not hex. The tiny little screw is not hex. Which is understandable because they don't make hex. I don't think, well, I guess you can always use. Go. No. Almost lost it. Got it right there. Yeah, leveling the hardware sticks. Wipe that down. That shock works really, really well. It's nice and smooth. Cool. Almost lost it off the table. You know what? Can I guess I can forward it that way. No, that's not going to work because the camera's going to pan. This over. These 2 washers, 1, 2, okay. Ah, man. Always happens. As soon as you get it all set up, ready to go. Bongo it up. Here we go. Oops, that's not going in straight. Let's try that. Checking on the dog. He's making strange noises. Okay, so front suspension is set up. About to say it's hitting, but collisions. So we are up to bag C17. Okay, now this part is called attaching the front member. But what it really looks like is servo saver. My seat just jumped and dropped. If you're not using a good pair of side cutters, I would definitely recommend them as you cut through everything. And I'm noticing it right now. I'm not going to cut this off because I don't know where this one's going. You doesn't leave anything. There's no, you know, right? There's no weird stuff at the end. It's smooth. So good cutters solve that problem. Okay. And we are going like this. Ooh. Put that away. Let's see. Oh, no, that needs just this. And the reason to keep the Tamiya one is it doesn't allow them to go any further in than they're supposed to. Of course, threading it into plastic was never easy. There we go. Cool. That's done. Take this, take this, go like that. So that like that and like that. That's going to be one heck of a compression. There we go. Whew. And then gives you a metric measurement to get between the two. So these are handy calipers, and this is supposed to be 28.3 millimeters. Ooh. It's 28.1. Just roll that back a little bit. 28.5. I think now they're just being picky. 28.3. These electronic calipers were awesome as a child. Okay, so there's a servo saver. It's done. Now, this is ridiculous. These two bars. How many do I have to make? Cut off. Interesting. Make 2, but you only gave me 3 rod ends. How's that going to work? Ah, give me 6 rod ends. Okay, cool. Next. Now, this part I don't remember, and I don't think I've ever seen it. You're supposed to take the rod end and you're supposed to pull off 3 millimeters off of it. Here's my Rich. It's a lot easier to do as an adult, but they want you just to go like that. Pull off the foot, so that's off. Now, shock pliers are going to be really hard to use because these are a really thin bar. And I guess we're just using pliers. Oh yeah, this is going to suck. Okay, this part definitely is the worst part. Trying to thread on a rod end after you've cut it. Okay, not awful. I'm going to try a different technique. I'm going to try. I'll cut it off after I get it on. Oh, I only had to cut off one end. Okay, cool. Do that, and do that. Normally I'd use my trusty rod end tool. Let's see how we're doing. One down, one up. Almost there. It's 68.5. So we'll try that one more time. Zero. It's about as, oh, 68.5. Nicely done. That was dead on. See? Whoops. 68.5. 68.5. Here's one. So once you get the first one, making the second one's easier. And this time I'm going to leave it attached to the tree and maybe get some additional purchase on it. I'm going to go a little bit further. Okay, that's about as far as it's going to go. Cool, solves that problem. Cut that one off. On this other one, almost there. Interesting. I think it's there. 0. And 69.2. Big old burr at the bottom of this from the cut. Let's clean that up. And then let's turn this. One more time because I'm at 68.8. $68.5. Perfect. Now what? Take the chassis. Move the tools aside. Trash. Okay. Here's that plastic thing. BC5, and it is a 4mm washer. That's one of those. 4mm washer. This thing, garbage. Let's screw up BA1, BA1. Which hole? I've got it. I don't like that you can't see what I'm doing, so I will adjust camera in a second. Okay, gotta lubricate up the turn bar. What is this? This thing is called the front body mount, but it's also the pivot point for the steering. Ooh, I haven't thought about electronics yet. Well, at least not in their full. We're probably almost there. Okay, so once we notice orientation, so this is off to there, these are back. Coil goes side to side. Okay, cool. That is done. That is nice and smooth. My hands are all filled with grease. I'm going to grab the other camera. It's been 30 minutes. The other camera should be close. Okay, we're just going to continue using this camera. I'll just point you down here so you can see what's going on the bench instead of looking at my face. Out of my face. Get out of my face. Okay. So, what does it want? Which sides connect up? Whoever's calling me from Melbourne, stop. I don't know you. Okay. Leave this here. Now we need the front end. Front end. Looks like this. Front end's going up here. Okay. Where's the... I'm using 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't lose that. And that. Okay, using those. A bit more of a challenge in getting these. So let's set this up correctly for a win. Win, win, win. No. Blue. Yeah. Blue. I need the blue one. So set the vibra up. Okay, there's one. Ooh, that doesn't. Okay, it's a little rough. Didn't want to go in. Last one. Okay, cool. Now, the chassis is all greased up, and I got to put the bumper on, so I'm going to clean that up a little bit because I really don't want it all grody. And it doesn't need my fingerprints on there. That cleans up nicely. Cool. It's all clean. The bumper. This is that classic chassis bumper from Tamiya. I think this is on the Ford 150 or Ford 100. Which, if you're looking for a good build to watch, go take a look at Scale Builders Guild. Did a good job. What is this? Is not going to work like that. It says this goes over. Clearly I have to cut these off, but it doesn't say to cut these off. Oh, it does. It says remove, but of course it's not easily seen. So we'll remove those. Cool. That's done. Rope screw. Because these have been sitting in the same bowl as all the oil, I'm going to use the right screwdriver. This is blue once again. I'll just clean them up. Almost stabbed my hand there. Yeah, there's a lot of machining grease on these. Did you hear that? Yeah. That pulled off all. So they're stripped now. There's a little bit of that. There's one. Okay. All done. Clean the chassis up again on this side. So we are through 19. A lot of mess over there. Get that cleaned up. Cool. Ooh, this has turned a little bit. I'll turn that back. Okay. Gear 319. Attaching bumper. Oh, connect up the steering rods. Ooh. Okay, normally on these newer RCs, this is a bit of a challenge connecting up ball rods. These ones are, I mean, teeny tiny. Super easy. It's super smooth. There you go. All situated. Chassis is done. Needs a sticker. This is the, just says sticker W. And it looks like a do not throw out sticker. So, where's sticker W? Ooh, there's sticker W. Okay. So we are putting the W on. It's funny because it said it needed scissors, but don't use scissors. Use a hobby knife, straight edge. Maybe I should use a hobby straight pair of scissors. They call them decal scissors. Like, well, that's not something I own. Maybe something I should buy. Okay. On the bottom. I think I can manage this one. Do not trash sticker is attached. Oh, out of focus. There we go. Guessing I probably could have done that any time, but I'm assuming that you never flip the vehicle and look at it upside down again. So we'll put the decal sheet back in. Protective coating. What's next? Ooh, D, electronics. Okay, we're gonna call it quits here for right now. When I continue the video, we will deal with the electronics. I want to get this on with the other camera, so I'll migrate you over. I think that probably still needs a few minutes to finish the upgrade. And I need to figure out all the hardware that I want to use. So, I'll be back.